Hi, Chef Patrick here. Today we're going to make a basic chicken stock. Whenever I break down a chicken, I always save the bones in a bag, put them in the freezer, and hold on to them until it's time to make stock. After letting the bones thaw in the refrigerator, I take the small bones out and then I break down the main frames so they fit in the pot just a little bit easier. I separate the carcass into 3 pieces. I start by splitting the backbone there where the thigh and oyster was connected, and then I'll remove the keel bone from the rib cage. When the bones are cut up and ready to go, I'll put them out on a sheet pan so I can roast them in the oven. Roasting the bones adds another layer of flavor. I'll drizzle just a little bit of oil on them to help caramelize the bones. While the bones are roasting in the oven, I'll cut the vegetables I need for the stock. As you can see, when I cut these carrots, I cut them on just a little bit of a bias. This prevents them from rolling all over the cutting board as I'm cutting them. While cutting vegetables for a stock, I'm not too concerned about a precise cut. I really just want a rough chop so we can extract as much flavor as possible. As I finish up these vegetables, you can see this chef's knife from the Henkel Pro Series is really the only knife I need at all. It cuts through the bones and the vegetables with ease. Now that most of the prep is done, I'll take a quick run out to the herb garden, get a couple of sprigs of thyme, and a single bay leaf. The bones are roasting nicely, so I'll take those out, sprinkle the vegetables on top, put it back in the oven, and roast for a few more minutes. Once everything's roasted, I take the trays out and scrape the bones and vegetables into the stock pot. Here I'm using a Staub 9-quart Dutch oven, or cocotte. It's the perfect size for this batch of chicken stock. Plus, the cast iron provides consistent heating. As you can see, there's a little bit of residue on those pans from roasting, or what we call fond. Put a little water on there, dissolve it, and then pour it into the stock. It adds just a little more flavor. Now we add water just to cover the bones. It's important to always start a stock with cold water and slowly bring it to a simmer. As it comes up to a simmer, impurities will foam up to the top. We want to take a ladle and skim that surface to remove those impurities. Now we add in the aromatics, the fresh thyme, the bay leaf, some parsley stems, and some black peppercorns. Now we'll let it simmer for about 1.5 hours to extract all the flavors. You should never let a stock come to a rolling boil. It'll end up cloudy. Now that it's done cooking, I'll put it through a sieve before putting it through a fine strainer to get any sediment out. When you're done straining, chill it quickly, put it in containers, and use it as needed. See you next time.